Your number one issue is employees' free choice. The stimulus package, as Governor Rendell and Senator Casey said last night, was passed because of my vote, because of my intervention. And when you talk about pressure and heat, and I feel the pressure and I feel the heat, and I know it, and I had a hell of a lot of heat and a hell of a lot of pressure from the Republican Party to vote the straight line, obstructionist party line Republican vote, and to deny President Obama, the stimulus package. And that package means a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs. And really the ultimate answer, and what you're talking about on employees' free choice, are jobs. That's what you want, and that's what you need. And yesterday I brought $115 million for the locks and dams of western Pennsylvania, which support 218,000 jobs, and which will add an additional 3,000 to 3,600 jobs. And from being your senator for 29 years, I've worked for jobs, and I know this state like the back of my hand. I know about the jobs at General Electric from Erie. I know about Toby Hannon, 3,000 jobs, union jobs. I know about a 45-foot channel in Philadelphia to bring jobs to that community. And I know what it's like to work with United Mine Workers to make sure that while we have climate control, we don't sacrifice jobs from the United Mine Workers. And I know when Leo Gerard called me last week and said, go before the International Trade Commission to save steel workers' jobs, I was there. I used to be a lawyer in private practice. I had a high hourly rate. Leo likes my arguments only partly because my hourly rate is zero. And I'm thinking about doubling it. But I've been there across this state backwards and forwards on the jobs issue, and I have produced. And look to see what's happening. I had a long session with Vice President Biden, a man I've gotten to know very well from a lot of long train rides. And more is coming. Stay tuned. You'll see what's going to happen with a $787 billion stimulus package that I was largely responsible for. That's what Rendell told you last night, and that happens to be the truth. And you have health care. And health care is an issue where I'm working with President Obama. He invited me to the summit. And he invited me to the summit because of the experience I've had of 29 years on the health subcommittee. Because of the work I've done on increasing funding for the National Institutes of Health. I've had my own problems with a couple of bouts of Hodgkin's. Had chemotherapy, pretty tough regimen. Takes all your hair away. Of course, you can become a sex symbol like Joe Hoffa. But all my hair is back, and I'm at the top of my game, ready to continue to work for Pennsylvania. And I agree with Bill George when he says if you want to be elected in this state, you have to come to labor. I know that. And I've come to labor continuously, and I know that I owe my re-election in significant part to the endorsement that the AFL-CIO has given me in the past.
You want my vote? I want yours. You want my vote? I want yours.
I want to thank you for all this publicity.
You want my vote? I want yours.
Well,
I voted for you in the past. You want my vote? I want yours.
Well, look, I understand.
No bullshit. You want my vote? I want yours.
I understand.
Will you vote for us if this comes to pass?
I understand your job's on the line, and I understand.
No, United
Your
States
job's
is
on the line. Your job's on the line. Your job's on the line.
And
Your
I
job's
believe
on the
that
line.
you'll be satisfied with my vote on this issue. If you're not, I recognize your right in a free society to cast your vote as you choose. But I think you will be satisfied with my vote on this issue about union organizing and about first contract, just as you've been satisfied with the 22 times I voted for Davis-Bacon, just as you've been satisfied with all the times I voted to increase the minimum wage, just as you've been satisfied every time I have voted for extending unemployment compensation, and especially the vote I cast on the stimulus package, which will bring thousands of jobs to people in Pennsylvania and across America.